Love is on my side. Hey, love is on my side. Maybe not tonight. Let's talk about Portugal. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Okay. Here we go. Uh, in my semifinal 2 qualification prediction video, I mentioned to folks that I didn't see a lot of hype for Portugal, so I was willing to let it go in theory, but I could still see a pathway for it because they're a band. They're giving us kind of a song, a genre that no one else is really serving. I do think the vocal is good, and I was really curious how they would bring it to the stage. Let me just start off. So we start off with the screen sort of in square standard vision, not HD like version, square in black and white. And then as we get to that I can feel it when it rains, then we start to see the color pour in. The screen expands to HD, and we see like the lighting. We have these orb lights above, light peering through with the band. This feels very classy. It feels very tasteful. It feels very elegant. Really nice use of the LEDs. At one point, at that I believe that, that moment, a faux symphony appears in the LEDs to play along with the band. It looks really, really good. It's a really nice usage of the LEDs. It's very creative. It'll make it pop. It'll make it stand out. This is how you kind of stage something to tell the story and elevate it. It's just extremely, extremely tasteful. Really, really nice. The styling is the same basically at the national selection, which I think works for this entry. They are giving us a look. They are giving us styling that does fit what they're delivering. Let me hop into these comments. Maracuya says it will qualify, was amazing. Fabian says, I don't know why this song always reminds me of You Give Me Something by James Moore. Oh, okay. I can see that. Ashton, I can see the quality in the song, but if Telemovich couldn't qualify, then this has no business qualifying either. I mean, look, the thing about Telemovich, though, was we knew that it was relatively experimental when it dropped. We knew that it was a very specific taste and that some people might not get it. We knew that that was possible with Telemovich. I thought that it would qualify. I thought that the juries would, do their job and save it, but they didn't. The only Nintendo. Glad to see Portugal manage to get the orchestra back to Eurovision. I mean, it's a really, really nice use of the LED. It's something about this that just feels ultimately super elevated. It feels very classic. Denny asks, will Albania kill Portugal? Nope. I think that they are two very different songs, and I think that they stand on a plane unto themselves. Where some songs can cancel or overshadow, I don't see this. I think that they're both very, very different. What I worry about Portugal is maybe potentially Bulgaria overshadowing. That would be something that I would wonder about. Ahmed, it feels like Latvia, Denmark, and Portugal are fighting for the same spot. I agree. And the issue with Portugal really is the narrative that they're telling. Is it a narrative that people at home are going to feel comfortable picking up the phone and dialing in for? Yeah, I almost wish that the story was like, it's happening tonight. Maybe not tonight. I wish it was like, no, it's happening tonight. Tonight, love is on my side, and just leaving it at that. You know what I mean? So then it could be like slightly hopeful. Slightly hopeful? No. JDSL, I heard there's a woman walking along with Tatanka. Yes. So they start out on the stage, the main stage, and then Tatanka walks down the runway to the satellite stage right before the guitar solo. And there is a figure of a woman walking. I don't know how necessary the figure of the woman is. I have said, though, I do wonder if this song was sung by a woman, would it feel different? Like, would it feel different because the narrative, because Tatanka is saying it, like he is, personifying a woman in singing the song and whatnot. And I just wonder, like, well, what if it was just a female vocalist? Would it have maybe more legs on the Eurovision stage? Not just because of like the song and the story, but even just for people at home. Like, would a woman just pop more with it? I don't know. Let me hop back into these comments. Dadumba, does it give you Latvia 2019 vibes? No, 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 no. Because of the orchestra moment in this and the guitar solo, there's definitely a little bit more heft behind this one, whereas Latvia, there was alone, and the song was, it didn't really take us anywhere. The song was a little bit linear, whereas Portugal's, we start off, then we really do have kind of that classic chord structure. We've got the guitar solo. Now they've added sort of this faux symphonic element to the stage. Really, really, really nice. JDSL, do you see it qualifying? I think I still say probably not. It's more unlikely to qualify than qualify. You know what I mean? Like, it's more unlikely. I'm really curious what Bulgaria does. That's really the question, is how is Bulgaria going to stage the song? I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Zuriko says, with this running order, it's better that it's sang by a man. I mean, it'll help. I mean, honestly, I do think the Black Mamba helps it to stand out. I do think sonically the song stands out. That's why I was sort of like, no, I could kind of see a pathway for it. I've always sort of said, like, it just depends upon where Europe is at and what people want to pick up the phone and call in for. Hopping into these comments, it all depends on what others will do with their staging. Absolutely. Don says Bulgarian delegation said they're doing something similar to the music video. Okay. That could be good. Denny says, who is Portugal's biggest competitor? Someone said it before. Really, I think it's Denmark, Portugal, and Latvia. But to be honest, sonically, I actually think Portugal might have more legs than Latvia, because Latvia might be too out of the box for people. Well, we draw the line. Tell me, baby. I loved that song. And it was just blank. It came in last place. It was just blanked. And I wonder if Latvia almost might be too much for both juries and televoters, but her vocal is so good. I don't know. I mean, and Denmark, even though they're all three very different songs, I do think they're all fighting for that same slot. And then, oh crap, we can't count out Austria, who had very nice, tasteful staging yesterday. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. But thank you so much for watching my reaction. I will be back to talk to you all about Bulgaria. I'm going to hop back into these comments real quick. Jovan, here to say that you are amazing, Alesia, and Serbia loves. Oh, well, thank you. Renato Pereira, I really think it's between Portugal and Denmark, the two most out of the box compared to the others. I mean, I think that's an interesting comparison. I mean, it really just depends upon what mood folks are sort of in. I mean, even though Austria was beautifully staged and very tastefully done, and I do think it's like fully jury bait, Austria is, seeing Portugal do what they've done with the staging, I think really does elevate it. I do think that it is a song worthy of some jury points and recognition. And I think that the way that they've staged it could draw in some televoters who are like, oh, this is just like classic. And I think also coming next to Albania is a good thing, because I think they both will stand out. But ultimately, it'll depend upon what Bulgaria is serving. Yeah. Elliot, there's some talk of Moldova now being borderline. How's it looking? I think it is a little bit more borderline. I had it qualifying before seeing the staging, and they've just really paired the staging back so much that we've lost the kitschy element of the music video. And I'm surprised that they just dropped that altogether. And then coming after Poland, visually, I don't think helps it. But keep it locked here. I will be back to talk about Bulgaria. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, drop down in the comments below. If you agree with me, talk to me in the comments below. If you disagree, you can talk to me in the comments below. This is a conversation and you know it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I have so much content coming for you. Oh, this is exciting. This is really, really exciting. Portugal, y'all did it. Yeah.